Oh, okay. So I had to do something. I had to pause the video to go do something. Kahlahla I had to attend to my son, and uyele ngimtetile ke manje. So let us continue. When did he come back, and how did it work out? Who did? He never came back. That's the painful part about it. He never came back. Wahamba eMpumalanga in 2011. He lived there 2012. 2013 he passed away. He didn't get a chance to come back. I never got a chance to go visit him. He never got to see his grandchild. So yeah, azange zabuye. So angazi ngizothi how did that work out. How does that make you feel? Do you still want him in your life? Okay, so these questions are like basic generalization questions. So how does this make me feel? Do you still want him in your life? Have you forgiven him? Hey, okay. How does this make me feel? Okay, I feel like well, Margaret ukushona, when I was told ukuthi he is no more, I was numb. And sorry guys, oh my god, oh Jesus Christ, okay, sorry about that. Bekumele ngiphinde ngimehlise futhi. Okay, where was I? Sorry guys. How do I feel? Okay, when I was told ukuthi is no more, I was numb to the news. I didn't know how to feel because it had been 2 years of living without him. I had gotten used to his absence. And yeah. And then on the day of the funeral, that's when it hit me. You know, inside that coffin, it's my dad, and it's it's the man who raised me. It's my hero. It's, you know, this guy that I've always been looking up to. And yeah, so that's when it hit me, and it was a little bit, well, a lot. It was too emotional for me at the time, because that's when, you know, I started crying hysterically. And yeah, a lot happened that day. And yeah, then it was his funeral, and then we had to come back and deal with, I think the hardest part was having to come back and deal with his absence being permanent, you know, because when he was still alive, we had this hope that he would come back, because Marahamba, he didn't live like, which I'm leaving this family, I'm leaving my wife, we are getting divorced or something like that. It was, he's sick, and you know, most abantu abadala ukuthi banjani uma kagula uzohamba emakhaya, because I think maybe that's where they want to die, or something like that. So he didn't leave ngokuthi uyashiya, you know, he left as somebody who was going to get better and then come back. So when he was still alive, you had that hope ukuthi uyabuya. And then now that he was no more, we had to accept the fact that this guy is gone, and he's gone for good. Like, he's never gonna come back. And yeah, because I remember when he was still alive, I'd have dreams of him coming back, you know, and they stopped obviously when he was no more. And you know, dealing with that, I don't think I ever dealt with him being gone, you know, his death. I think in my mind, usasempumalanga. That's how I feel. I I think in my mind doesn't want to accept the fact that like Asabu gone. And this happened in 2013. I think in Ngondweni like Usempumalang, and he's gonna come back. So yeah, I don't know how I feel. I really don't know how I feel. Yeah, I know my cognitive brain knows ukuthi my father is no more, but I don't think ukuthi the rest of my brain knows ukuthi my father is no more. I think I feel the same about my mom. Yeah. So yeah, actually I should make a series of videos about grief. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about him not being here, but I do feel like he abandoned me. I do feel like he left me when I needed him most. And there's this thing, Yoguti, you know, if my father was here, things would be so different. I know that things would be very, very different. I know they would have the greatest bond with my first child. I feel Uguti, my daughter is the child he always wanted. So yeah, I feel like they would have had the best relationship. And yeah, I really don't know how else to feel about it. Yeah, I feel like he abandoned me. I feel Uguti, I need him to come and say goodbye. Like I need him to come and explain Uguti what happened. I need that from him, and I'm not gonna get it. Do you still want him? Of course I do. If it was possible, I'd raise him from the dead. Have you forgiven him? I don't know if I've forgiven him, honestly speaking, but I understand why he left. I understand. Well, actually, no. I do not understand why he left. He could have stayed. Well, for his health reasons, I do understand, because seeing him sick like that wasn't good for any of us. For that reason, I understand. But for the other reasons, no. So for him leaving for that long and not coming back, do I forgive him? Yes, because I understand. To a certain degree, I understand. Ukuthi, I know ukuthi it would have caused more harm for him to die ahleli nathi. It would have caused more harm kithi. It would have left us traumatized because we were still young. And besingeke sazi ukuthi senzeni. And seeing my mom during his funeral, I don't think we would have been able to handle it, you know, because she was devastated. So I don't think we would have been able to handle the situation had he died living with us la. So for that reason, I'm grateful that he left. But for the 2 years that he was still alive, I do have some form of resentment, because he wasn't there for me. He wasn't there with me. He wasn't there to protect me. Like, he wasn't there. So for those 2 years, I understand. But if he was sick and he was not healthy and it was difficult for him upila during that 2 years, then I think it was a good decision for him to leave us. Yeah, I hope I'm making sense. So yeah, for those reasons, I do forgive him. I mean, he was a good man. He was a good dad, and he did what he could with what he had, with the knowledge he had of raising kids, which was a little. But he was there. My father was there. But yeah, in some moments he wasn't, and when he wasn't, I felt it. Yeah, I felt it. But I knew one thing I appreciate about him is that bengazi ukuthi ubaba uyangithanda, and bengazi ukuthi ubaba would kill for me. Baba would kill for me. I knew that, and yeah. So yeah. So for the way things worked out, this is a teeny life, but I'm very grateful to him. I'm happy that he was there to raise us, and yeah, the way he left, kona kubuhlungu, but I understand and I do forgive him, and I'll always love him. He'll always have a special place in my heart. Because my father was old. He had me when he was like 43 or something. So my father was old. So yeah, I just think of him, and yeah, I'm grateful nje he was part of my life, because it's not a lot of people who can say, my father raised me. So yeah, for that I am very grateful. So that's it on today's video about daddy issues. I hope this somehow helps you in your journey of healing. Now I'm still trying to come to terms with the things I feel. I'm still on my own journey. I'm not yet healed. I'm not yet there, but I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I hope I was able to help you see that light too. And I hope that this conversation opens up something like in your life, in your mind, to think about such things and to start dealing with them, and yeah, handling the situation. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. This was a heavy video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and most